All right.
Yeah.
So Eduardo, if you want to, I guess, introduce yourself a little bit,
Okay.
just so that people know
Yeah.
who you are, and especially in the context of your work with building community for Holochain.
Okay. My name is Eduardo Moreira. I'm the co-founder of Ace, which is a software development company. I was born in Venezuela from Portuguese parents. I studied computer science in the US and then got an MBA from the University of Nottingham in the UK. I have lived, worked, and studied in 4 different countries, and I have about 15 years of experience as an IT director of companies as big as $1.3 billion in revenue and 16,000 employees. Um, yeah, so that's me. We're as a company we're working building the Holochain Venezuela group and the Holochain Spanish group, and now we're collaborating with Holo Spain and with a Colombian group, also building a community in Colombia.
Cool. So, wow, I got my list of questions, but I think it'd be more fun to just ask you based on what you're sharing. So,
Sure.
why are you building a community in Venezuela?
Well, first of all, because I think we have the talent. I think, despite all the issues that the country is going through, um, we do still create very good talent, and I think to be involved with Holochain, I think you have to be smart. It's one of those technologies that you do need to know your thing if you're developing on Holochain. So I think it's a very opportunity to mix the two. I think we have a lot to offer as a community, and I think the country can benefit massively from being able to develop on this technology.
Excellent, thank you. So then, I guess, why do you think Holochain is a valuable technology for that? Like, why do you yeah, why Holochain?
To be honest, I think Holochain is a game changer. To be honest, I mean, if you think about it, if you decompose Holochain to the different ingredients or technologies, there is nothing new about it. But it's the mix of known technologies that fit very well that makes it extremely appealing. Again, I think it solves many of the issues that we have in today's technology, in terms of energy, in terms of performance, and and some other aspects when compared with things like blockchain, for example. um, so yeah, this is the key for me. I think it has the right ingredients to be a very good technology and a game changer, to be honest.
Mm. So then, what do you think would be some of the important points for Holochain to be and Holo to be successful? So you see
Well,
it has this potential, but what would allow it to reach that potential?
the main thing for me will be to deliver. Everything I'm saying is on paper, and yes, the Holo ports are out. I mean, I believe Holo is on their path to get there, but at the end of the day, we still working on the alpha version. The network is not there yet,
Yep.
so we have the Holo ports, we have everything. I think we're going on the right path, but it's not there yet. So being actual to deliver what's on paper is going to make the whole thing successful or not.
Great. What's been hard and what's been easy in your building of community in your process?
The easy is to get support from Holo. Like, you guys are always there. It doesn't matter who I email, even if I email the wrong person, he's willing to help. So, and that's fantastic. That's very good. The challenging for us, building communities, is been getting support in Spanish. Most of the things are in English. So we are working now in trying to translate many of those. We are even hiring a translator, like full time, just to get the white paper, the green paper, everything translated.
Wow.
Because unfortunately, not everyone speaks English in South America. So that's the only thing. And some of the dev camps for us, the time zones have not been the best. So the challenge there for us is, okay, how can we get training in Spanish within our time zone? And that's one of the reasons why we are investing so much now, not only in the community but in the actual technology. You may know we currently have 5 developers in my company that do Holochain, and we're about to hire 12 more in the next couple of weeks. So that's a massive investment for for developers that are not able to build stuff there yet. So we're just investing in having them know about the technology, and having that size may allow us to start doing dev camps in Spanish and documentation in Spanish that then the whole continent can benefit from. It does not only look at Venezuela, then Colombians can benefit. People from Panama, from Mexico, it doesn't really matter,
Yeah.
because then the stuff will be in Spanish and very similar time zone. So that's been the main challenge.
Yeah. I can take some responsibility for that. That challenge, and not the language one, but the time zone challenge. When we're working on the next dev camp, we're looking to accommodate 2 different time zones in the next one, the same way we do in some of our community engagement calls, that different people will be able to join into the same dev camp and still be able to have live sessions.
Okay.
That'd be cool. And then, is there any advice that you would give to people that are coming into the Holochain ecosystem as community builders, community contributors?
Yes, I think it really depends. I noticed there are 2 types of that get people in the community. One, the business-oriented people, and then you have the techies. Okay, these 2 different words. So my advice will be, get involved with someone that is aligned to what you're looking for. If you're a developer, there are meetups like Holo. If you send an email again to anyone in Holo, they will get back to you, and you can get hooked with another developer or so on. And if you're looking into business, if you talk to David, for example, he can help you very much to understand what the business side of Holo could be. So I think my advice is get involved, either through meetups or contact Holo directly, or even contact companies like us, which has a very big involvement with Holo, because we can point people to the right direction.
Cool. And then, do you have any specific experiences or like a story that feels representative of your experience working with Holo and Holochain?
Yeah, I would say that the type of projects that I'm getting through Holo is very different from the rest. I could see in my eyes, yes, there are a couple of people that want to become billionaire using this technology, and that's fine. But the majority is being people that want to make a change, and most of these change are social change. And that's one of the things that I haven't seen with other technologies, because we work with other technologies, and most people are very focused on what they're trying to deliver, but it's mainly commercial. With Holochain, we've been involved with projects that the majority of them have aims to have a social impact. So that's why I like to work with Holo a lot, because the group as a Holo are very unique, and the projects coming through Holo, again, I would say 90% of them are trying to solve a social problem, and that's fantastic. I think that's what the world needs.
Yeah, and still have a business that works.
Yeah, correct. I mean, make it profitable. But while some people try just to worry about the profit without any social impacts, these guys are trying to make something sustainable, but is mainly having a social impact. And that's what I think is fantastic.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Eduardo. This is just wonderful.
You're welcome.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Anything else you want to know?
I mean, I've got a couple other questions. It feels complete, but I'm happy to keep asking. So, like, I guess one of the things is as separate from Holochain, what interests you in Holo?
Mm-hmm. In Holo as a group,
as a platform, like the cloud marketplace for hosting.
I think one of the main interests is the fact that there is not a higher entity trying to benefit from the data that you're putting through Holo. I think the fact that you have some sort of control over that is something that was appealing not only to me, but a lot of people wanting to throw projects into Holo. Is the ownership of the data, the privacy of it, and the fact that you won't have Holo trying to sell your data to make money.
Cool. It's great. Is there anything else that you think would be relevant for someone that you'd want to share with anyone in the community about your experience or about what you see coming in the future?
Um, I think my experience is, I guess people need to understand that this is still a technology that is being developed. A lot of people comes and says, I want to build this right now. And you're like, no, you need to understand where we are first. We need to understand, this is been a long time since, to get where we are. This is a step-to-step thing. And yes, there are a few things you can start proving your idea. You can start, trying to overcome some of the technical challenges, but you can't build anything yet. Okay. So I guess my advice is try to understand where we are, try to get involved, and that will help you understand where you can get and when.
Thank you. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, it's we tend to be attracting people that are into the long haul and that have some patience to work with what the technology's up to now, and we keep improving and improving and improving it, and that it's so much of
Right.
a learning curve that when you get into that learning curve, it's worth it takes a little bit of time, but it's
And
it's
it's worth the time. But I mean, as soon as we get the alpha out and then the beta, I think that's going to be a game changer. I think that's where we're going to be, right there. That's why we're investing what we're investing. I mean, to be honest, we will have in a month, we'll have 17 people that we're paying just to learn Holo, and that's not a small investment. Without being able to produce anything in Holo, but again, is the faith and the belief that we have in the technology. We believe you guys are going to deliver on the time you're saying. We believe the technology is going to deliver what you guys are saying, and we believe it's solving a lot of issues. So that's why we want to be up there, up front, as soon as we can. And that's why for the training, I'm actually open to talk to you guys to start building our own dev camps in Spanish, and even get some of my guys to actually deliver the dev camp. Doesn't really matter, but
great.
I'm sure there is people in South America, from Mexico all the way to Argentina and Chile, that are willing to have dev camps in Spanish within that time zone.
Yeah,
So that's the only thing that I'm going to be putting an effort in the next 30 days to try to make that happen.
great. Yeah, I look forward to that conversation.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome, and I love the investment that you're making personally, and your commitment and your trust in the organization, and that you're sharing that with more people, and you're holding space and building community in person around that, and helping
Hmm.
to build the community all over a huge
Yeah.
continent.
I have to say it's a benefit from both sides, because every time we get stuck in terms of technology, we just have a call with someone in Holo, a developer or someone, and they tell us, oh no, you need to use this function. Oh no, you need to do it like this and think differently and blah 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 blah. And in a 10 minutes call, these guys unlocked all the issues that we have, and we're like, now we understand, and then we're able to move forward. So that's a massive help and support that we get from Holo
Great,
as a
great.
group of developers. Yeah.
Thanks, Eduardo. This is wonderful. We can wave to everyone who's watching.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.